Ramakrishna's favorite disciple was Vivekananda. Vivekananda is a fiery youth, absolutely skeptic, highly logical and skeptical about everything. So Vivekananda came because people were talking about Ramakrishna converses with God. He is in close contact. So Vivekananda came and asked, "Can you prove that there is God? What is the proof that there is God?" Ramakrishna said, "Why, I am the proof." Vivekananda is a logical mind who's expecting some great explanation, why God is means this. Ramakrishna is a simple human being. He said, "Why, I am the proof." This just stunned Vivekananda. He didn't know what to ask. Next question disappeared. He went away. So again he came back after a few days and then he asked, "Can you show me God?" Ramakrishna asked, "Do you have the courage?" He said, "Yes." Ramakrishna just took his foot and placed it on the boy's chest. Vivekananda didn't open his eyes for over 6 hours. After that he stopped asking these stupid questions. Now, here we are not to give you more theories, more stories, more fairy tales. Already you're full of fairy tales. We want to take you at least one step beyond in your experience, which you're resisting. We want you to take you one step beyond the physical. Where you're limited right now, we want you to go cross that limit and experience something. Or do you want a fairy tale? Okay, if I say, "Yes, I have spoken to God, I had conversations with Him, every day I gossip with Him about what's happening in the world," what way does it transform your life? In what way? What does it do to you? Just empty stories. Even if it is true that I am gossiping with God every day, in what way does it transform your life? In what way is it relevant to you? Why are you always looking for these kind of things? These will not transform you, these will not get you anywhere, isn't it? I know people are having great conversations with God. Because they're so full of bullshit. They have to talk to Him also. What can you talk? Tell me. There are a lot of people every day conversing with God. What are you talking? Your nonsense about how you want more money, you want better health, your children should do well. Same nonsense, isn't it? This is all survival business that you need to handle yourself. The way you're going about, it looks like you're trying to save your brain for future. Okay? You're trying to save your brain for future use. Please use it here. Okay? Where are you going to use it? In heaven? If you land up in hell, yes, you need brains. In heaven, maybe people are brainless, that's why they go there. Why are you trying to save it? Please understand, you cannot, I'm going on repeatedly at the same thing, you cannot exist in something where you are not. You cannot taste something that is not in your mouth right now, isn't it? So you cannot experience something in which you are not. So where you are, you just have to see what's the next step, that's all. Don't think about the ultimate, you just look at what's the next step. The next one happens, you have to see what's the next one. This is the only way to grow. If you think of the ultimate, you will become hallucinatory. They have fed you too much with God. Your idea of God is very childish, isn't it? Because you're a human being, you're always thinking, God must be a big human being. You have only 2 arms, you're thinking God must be having 4 or 8 or 10 or whatever you like. Suppose you were a buffalo, or if you go and meet a buffalo and ask him, what does God look like? He will insist, God is a big buffalo. What kind of conversations can I have with a buffalo? You're talking to me, you're telling me whether I really spoke to him objectively. What objective conversation can I have with a buffalo? Suppose God is a buffalo. And if existence is happening democratically, God must be a worm. Yes? You don't understand? See, if the existence is functioning on democracy, God must be a worm because the number of worms are much more than you. So if they have voting rights, definitely God is bound to be a worm, isn't it? What objective conversation can I have with him? Because you're human, you're always thinking God is a big human being, isn't it? No, somewhere it is said God made us in His own image. That's your nonsense. If the worms wrote the Bible, they would say God made them in their own image, isn't it? You are too full of yourself. You're just too full of yourself. That's why all these imaginations.